Should have started right there. Hey! What's up, guys?
All right, fellas, it's back for another one. That's My Slime Podcast, episode 2. I'm here with a couple of my brothers, my friends, my slimes, if you will.
So
What's
corny.
up, Justin, Brogan? How y'all feeling?
What up, though?
What up? We tapping back in.
Tapping back in. We're doing this for Friday, June 28th. What's crack?
That's when it's going to be uploaded.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we starting off with today, Rudo?
We're going to start off with Nasty Girls.
Hey.
Okay, all
My
right.
little nasty girl. My little nasty girl.
We got some coming?
My little nasty girl.
What's the nastiest thing?
Oh, God, don't do this.
I mean, because I heard one track, Biggie said that he's messing with some chick. I forgot what track it was. Probably Nasty Boy or something. He was just like, he's messing with some chick. She said, I want you to shit on my chest.
That's wild.
Wow.
You didn't hear that?
Yeah.
No.
You remember that? Did you?
Nah.
Okay, so he said he did it.
Oh,
And what she do?
She, smeared it on her, whatever.
wow.
And then he hit. But not with the stuff on her, obviously.
Oh, that was messy.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, did he doggy style her afterwards?
no. So what happened was he did that, and then she went in the shower, cleaned off whatever, and then he knocked her. Could you knock a chick after? First of all, could you do that too? If a chick requests that,
I'm sick of she rubbing herself in it like it's mud or some shit. She just playing in feces.
Like it's oil.
And what if you ate some foul shit? Like what
'cause
if
you don't know how it's gonna come out
had-
all
What if
the
she's
time.
like? What if she's like Brian Pumper?
you had some hot wings or some Mexican food, and that shit went through you.
So here's the thing. What if it was solid like shits? Not like it was like. I guess if it's like.
What if it was runny?
I'm saying if it was runny, she could just be like, ooh, ooh. But if it's like solid, you have to like crumble that up like Play-Doh. Just
That's disgusting.
all right, so
bro.
would you do that
Nah, hell no.
if she requested it?
That's some weird shit. Nah, I'm
Brogan,
good.
would you?
I'm good.
Yes or no?
you don't shit on a female, you poop on them.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Hell no, I'm not doing that.
All right. Wasn't
First
that-
off, why wouldn't you just hit and then shit on her and then be like, hey, go clean yourself
So
up?
he think
Be
about it.
productive. No, I'm just saying. Why would you shit, let her shower, and then hit? Why not hit?
I don't know,
then
man.
Shit?
That's
Because you gotta go to
just-
the bathroom
that's
after
just
sex
the story.
anyways.
I don't think they was thinking all that through.
You gotta go to the bathroom after sex anyways.
I think she just said, do that. He was like, all right.
Shit on my face.
I mean, what if you were at that level of stardom though? And it's like you don't give a shit about who she is.
Hey, like that pun in there.
Apparently, you give
That
a lot of
was-
shit.
That wasn't intended. But I don't know because people do wild stuff when they have that type of celebrity stardom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
You can get away with that.
I don't know about now.
Yeah.
You might get hit with a.
He shit on me. It's like you just sat there, and it said you rubbed it on yourself. Yes, he forced me to.
What about what's the nastiest thing? Tell me, like, personally,
nastiest thing
like,
that a
think
girl's
about,
done,
Like, example,
or-
like, I don't know if it's nasty. Like a girl says, like, spit in my mouth. And
Oh.
and like she gargles it or something. So.
I'm on my face. No.
I think the nastiest thing was
Or
probably
you was like after you was like sat in the bed was like, dang, this chick.
dirty.
What I just do to her, I just did so crazy.
Ass
So,
to mouth.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I never did that.
I was gonna look at you a little different.
Yeah, you get one cup, and that's your
That
cup.
is your cup.
Put your name on your cup. You're not drinking no more at my house.
Nah, man. There's been some wild shit that girls have wanted to do, or even there's been times I've been intimidated by what girls have said to me before.
But nothing crazy happened.
Nothing out of the ordinary of what today's standards are. No,
What standards is
everybody's
that?
trying to eat ass and all that. And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't think I've had anything crazy like that.
I had a
Nothing
girl-
like just the normal. I think at least I think it's normal. Choking,
Yeah,
slapping in the face.
I might have had somebody
just
say.
foreplay.
I might have had a female say, "Put your finger in my butt," but other than
oh, Wow.
Other than that, it's not gotten too crazy.
Oh, okay.
This is a family-friendly podcast. If you didn't know that, I'm just kidding. I think, what was it? Yeah, I had this girl one time. I was talking to her, and she was always talking about like, oh yeah, like I like sex and all that. And I was like, but you really don't even like, you don't even really like giving head or anything like that. And she goes, and you don't eat ass, so. And I was like,
That's two different.
I was like, touche, but no, no.
Yeah, that's not the same.
That's really not the same.
Comparing-
You poop from there.
Yeah, that ain't apples to apples. That's some other
That's
stuff.
apples to shit. That's what it is.
Oh man.
Oh my god. All right, can we please get off this subject,
All right.
please? Oh my god.
Y'all
What's next?
y'all watch the NBA award shows?
Fuck no, that shit is trash.
I didn't watch it. I just saw clips of whatever was online.
Same here.
I didn't catch
Yeah,
anything.
it's the same thing I caught, and I just got the little updates about who got what award, so forth. And then I kind of peeped the Kawhi Leonard, his little speech.
Did y'all agree with
I mean-
everyone who got their awards?
I mean, not Kawhi, Giannis, or Giannis. Sorry.
Giannis.
Kawhi.
Giannis.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about Kawhi.
Do y'all agree with everyone who won their award?
Yep.
Or did you think someone else could have won anything?
No, I agreed with that.
You agree with all the decisions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think maybe Coach of the Year was
Oh
could have
yeah,
been a
yeah,
toss
yeah.
up.
That's true. Nick could have won it.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Nick Nurse.
Yeah, Nick Nurse.
I think he could have won it because what? He was a G League dude first.
I think they.
Won a champ with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then won a chip with the Raptors first season.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Who got it
Bud
Yeah.
Budenholzer,
for
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's because he basically had a new coach. He reinvented the system and basically made them. He made them from a good team to an elite team. I think that's what they liked.
you heard that joke? That what's that dude? Azir, is it Azir? That
Aziz.
Aziz? No, not Aziz.
Uh,
Another like Indian dude. He made some joke about James Harden not showing up, but it's just like him being in the playoffs. I was like,
Oh, damn.
that's cold because
Was
he
he
wasn't.
not-
He
he
wasn't
wasn't-
at this awards show at all, and they was like, "Oh, typical James Harden, don't show up."
that
Wow.
Foul.
they
Foul.
they talked about that on ESPN earlier in the day. They were like, "Oh, hey, well, the NBA Award Show is tonight, and James Harden's going to be in China, and Giannis is going to be there, so we all know who won MVP."
Yeah.
It's like, what
So
is?
they know ahead of time, then, right? Or what?
I guess they tell him, but
Or
what
they must know the chances that they have.
what is the point of having this award show a month after the season's over?
No one cares.
No
Yeah.
one cares at
No.
all. They, if anything, I agree with what they said. If they want to take a week off after the regular season, do the award show, and then that way they can have their award
And it's
show,
fresh.
and have the fans can have that
Yeah.
trophy presentation. But no, they don't want to do that. They don't want to be
Yeah,
smart.
because would I care about MVP if I just lost? You know what I'm saying?
no,
I mean,
I don't really care.
well, how many years have they been doing it like this? 3 or 4? Okay, 3.
and
So,
it's always
I mean,
trash.
Yeah, they gotta definitely take some feedback into consideration and kind of switch it up.
The first one was probably the funniest because
Drake.
nah, not Drake. It was because KD when he was talking about his mom's real MVP and everyone
That
on
wasn't
Twitter.
that wasn't at the award show. That was a regular
Oh,
one.
was it?
Yeah, it was a regular one.
Oh.
I think that was right before they. No, that was when he was in OKC.
Yeah, that's when he was in OKC.
Yeah, so they did that. So yeah, that was a while ago.
Damn.
This is like the third year they've done it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I never really
Yeah,
tuned in.
it's
the-
trash and it's so scripted. It's cringy.
The internet is still undefeated with everything that they do, though.
Yep.
They find some way to make something so like from the heart, something like I don't know, something wild.
Just make a joke out of everything.
Yeah, like-
everything. You can die and they make a joke out of it.
Which I would
Which is
actually.
wild.
It's like
And
if you can make my death really funny, I will applaud you from heaven.
It depends how you die, right?
If you got like an infection from getting shit on.
Oh my god,
I thought you want to get off that subject. You came right back to it.
he's thinking about it now.
He would do it.
He want to try
He
that
would
shit
do
out. He want to try it out.
would do
Hey,
it.
you know what?
Shit, he might have already tried it.
No. No, not I. Not I.
wild.
Not I.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
No, I'm very sanitary with my poops.
Only in the toilet.
Do you toilet paper or baby wipes?
Baby wipes when I'm feeling like treating myself.
You're an idiot.
If I feel like it's a me day, you know what? I'll take a baby wipe this time. That's about 75 cents worth right there.
I had a good day.
Otherwise,
I'm gonna go ahead and take care
Costco
of.
2-ply is my go-to.
I'm gonna take care of myself today.
Taking care of myself today.
Whatever is available for me.
Yeah.
Shit, it might be my hand.
Paper towel. Or like what that one dude did. He's like, you take the last piece when you need to go get a roll,
Oh, that was nasty.
and you put your finger through the middle. You tear off the middle, you put your finger through the hole, and you wipe your butt, and you use your finger to clean off the rest.
That's disgusting.
And then you use that last piece of toilet paper and clean the nail. Wash your hand, and you're done. Why not just wash your hand from the beginning?
Or why not just get in the fucking shower from that point?
Good. Why don't you just go to the sink?
Splash. All right, man.
Yeah, next.
Speaking of wild shit, next.
That was a terrible segue.
It's a great segue. Would you say that segue was real shitty?
Every time we say shit or something, I'm gonna think of that.
Oh my god.
Nah, y'all ain't watched the Breakfast Club interview with Andre Iguodala?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
watched it?
I seen it too. Yep.
Oh, okay. So he just mentioned something about Mark Jackson and like why he hasn't had a coaching position since, the whole Golden State thing.
The
And I
beginning
didn't-
of the era.
And I didn't understand it either. Like he wasn't a bad coach. He just got stuck with a hurt Curry, in my opinion. Right? And when he finally got healthy, they let him go. Whatever. But he had an interesting take, or AI had an interesting take. I'm talking about Andre Iguodala, not Allen Iverson. His take was that San Francisco. I don't know if you've been there. You been there?
Yeah.
Anybody?
I haven't been there.
Oh no, I have not been there.
Oh, okay. Well, it's really flamboyant out there.
Gentrified.
Like, that's like,
Yeah.
Silicon
capital.
Valley.
That's like
We-
capital.
We understand.
So I guess a lot of the coaching staff and trainers and owners are
Who has shares and stuff like that. Yeah.
are like that. And obviously we all
Gay?
know.
Are they gay?
Gay. Yes, they are.
No, one of the main majority owners is gay.
Yeah. And I guess that guy, he created the All-Star
Yeah.
weekend. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That shit is wild.
You said shit again.
That
Come on, bro.
poop is wild.
That stuff is crazy. I know.
That stuff is crazy.
But Mark Jackson, he's a big like religious dude. Obviously, Steph Curry is too. He's like the light-skinned Jesus,
Wasn't
Does
Jesus
everything-
already
Yeah,
light skinned?
yeah, he was.
Does everything. I mean, oh, you saw him?
Yeah.
You saw him? You know that?
Yeah, I met him already.
Oh, all right. So y'all saw him.
Who's y'all? I didn't say anything.
That was one
You
day.
just said, wasn't he light-skinned already?
That was a question.
That was one day when I drank too much Patron.
Oh.
I met
Oh
him.
my God. Continue, Rudo.
Well, I guess they let him go because of his views on gay, lesbian, all that other stuff. And I didn't know that. But I don't understand why is it okay for you as a gay or lesbian person to say, okay, you should accept me, but if I don't agree with you, I don't have to accept you.
Right.
Why is that?
It's a very double standard because nowadays it's more of, I think nowadays we're in a society to where it's more about payback than it is of things being right. To where a lot of times to where, and I'll be honest, you two, obviously people know that you are both black. I'm white. So if you had two candidates
Okay.
two candidates and they both had the exact same skills, one's black, one's white, who are you going to prefer?
Me or just
Who,
like
who would you prefer?
in general, what happens?
By default, if you were to walk out there see two candidates, one's black, one's white, who are you going to lean towards more of being like, oh, let's see what he's about
If I saw them in person or their resume?
in person?
It depends on their personality.
No, I'm saying you just see them. You haven't talked to them yet or anything. Who are you going to lean towards more?
I can't tell you.
I can't make that decision either. I need to talk to you and have a conversation with you to see what
Okay,
you're
if
about.
they're both real cool with you, same personality, same everything. Everything about them is the same. One's black, one's white.
Everything is the same.
Everything's the same.
There has to be something different. There's no way that everything
Skin
will be-
color.
Yeah, that's just you right.
Who would
But
I go with?
There's have to be some.
Say,
type
but
of-
who are you going to favor more? Not even that you have to pick them, but who do you think you're going to favor more?
I would favor the black dude.
Exactly. So
it
nowadays
funky.
it's more. I mean, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it.
Yeah.
But here's one thing that I see what he was saying, but I didn't fully agree with it. I don't personally understand it, which like I said, I get the point, but I could see it if it was done any other way. People would have a crazy about it. When Iggy was talking about how when he was younger, whenever we'd leave the house, his mother would be like, "Hey, stay black."
Right.
And he's like, "Okay, stay true to you. Stay true to yourself.
are.
Remember who you are and all
Right,
that."
right.
That's great.
Right.
Imagine if I was growing up, a mom every single time I left the house and she was like, "Hey, Brogan, stay white." Y'all would think that was crazy.
That sounds like some
That is true.
KKK shit.
Exactly. Y'all
Yeah.
think that would be crazy. And
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Hey, man, what the fuck she mean by that?" And she goes, "Hey, just she wants me to stay true to myself and do all that," and be like, "Nah, she can't be saying that."
Right.
But it's cool when they say, "Oh, hey, stay black."
Right.
Because let's be honest, nowadays, people universally, like I'm gonna say, a lot of the older folks don't see it this way, but most of the community nowadays, black sets the culture, sets the tone. They're cool.
Right.
So, and white people are more or less seen as like nerdy or always like culture vultures and all that, to where, hey, what's wrong with like just saying, hey, this is what they mean. They're doing the same thing. Like, I don't see what's wrong with everybody saying, oh, hey, something's cool. We like it. Like, we like it.
Right.
I don't see what the problem is with that. So I saw there was a lot of stuff in that interview where, like you said, you were right that just because you're gay and somebody else has a different opinion, that's what Iggy said. He's like, we can disagree, but like, let's do it this way.
Right.
And plus, if one owner has a problem with you, other owner's going to be like, man, what the fuck's that? And he goes, nah, don't do me a favor. Don't even hire him. Rich people.
Because now you have some pressure, you know what I mean, from the higher ups. Like, are you going to keep this person, you know, coaching this team, knowing how we are or whatever the case may be?
Rich help the rich.
Exactly.
But when it comes to business, is that something that was it like they were having feuds during business, or it was just like that's my perspective, like I look at it like this, and this is how I think that you should move. And
I don't think he was saying that's how they should move. Like, but
right,
I
but
think,
that's his thought process, right?
I think
He
Mark
thinks-
was just like
I don't agree
they were
with it.
saying that Mark was like playing like the music, like playing like, you know, church stuff, like at practice and stuff like that too. And I guess
I
that
read that
made
he was
some-
doing stuff after practices. Like, he would sometimes go to the practice facility when they're like away from that and do like church sermons when nobody else was there. So he would kind of keep the stuff separated. But I also think that
They said that they used to go to church with him too. Like,
yeah, he invited them.
yeah, and they
It's
would
not
go.
like he forced them.
Yeah, AI would.
Because they were all religious anyway.
So I guess my thing is like, did this get involved in the middle of business?
That's what I was going to
It
get
was just
to.
probably tension.
I think it was.
You know what I mean?
I think that was a factor in it, but I think the rest came from it because there were also rumors that anytime someone would come into his office, he'd be recording their conversations, and he would also be like, "Oh, don't trust anybody. You against me." Because, to be honest, he does have a track record for being like, "Oh, hey, if I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to turn everybody against that person."
Who's that?
Mark
Who has-
Jackson.
He has a track record for that.
Yeah, because when he was playing in Utah, when he was a rookie in Utah, he was like, "Oh, why is John Stockton starting over me?" It's like, that's John Stockton. That's the best assist leader out there. And he was like, "Oh, no." And then he tried to turn some of the teammates around. Allegedly, he tried doing that. But based on history and accusations, even as a player, he has that track record. So I believe that the gay thing might have been, it's no doubt a factor to it, but I think a lot of other stuff contribute to it. But because the day and age we live in, the gay thing is going to be taking president on top of everything. So is he blackballed? Yes. But I think that he's a good developmental coach. He can develop players, but I don't think it'll be the same thing as like, it would be like the Bucks. Jason Kidd, he was a great developmental coach for Giannis, but he wasn't taking them to where Bud took them.
I mean, we couldn't say Mark couldn't do that though, right?
Yeah, we can't say that.
Because
You're right, we can't.
injuries, and then
And if he got another
said-
opportunity, you don't know what would happen.
And then
from
Iggy
that.
said himself he was like the ultimate player coach, like, and they did well with even with all the injuries. They were in the playoffs. They were winning still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just.
So here's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
Do you guys think that
I just think that's weird though. Like, okay, you're gay. You want everybody to accept you, don't judge you, and then once you don't agree with that stance, now you gotta go. You don't agree with us. You know
it's
what I mean?
always it's always that type
I mean,
of thing?
I think it would be different if he
kinda
was
hypocritical.
yelling. Yeah, if he was yelling like calling him out his name, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
moving different ways around him, so forth, and he wasn't keeping business with business, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was interfering with business.
That's the power. Hey man, when you own something, you
Yeah.
can make those decisions.
That's true. That's true.
Which crazy is now? Do you know that Adam Silver is saying that they are no longer to be called owners of teams? They're going to be called governors of the team, which I think is the dumbest thing. Because guess what? If I spend $2 billion on a franchise, I own that bitch. I was like, you are my employee, but I own this company. It's not like I go to work every day and be like, oh, hey, that guy up there, he owns me. It's like, no, that's my boss.
Right. But I think like the players kept on saying like my owner. That's my owner. You know what I mean?
I have never heard a player ever once say that's my owner.
I know,
I'll be like, that's the owner.
I heard some football players say that.
Well, football players ain't known for being the smartest people.
Oh, man.
Oh, am I lying?
I don't know. I can't speak.
Okay, I mean,
Richard Sherman's pretty smart.
He went to Stanford.
that's fantastic.
Russell Wilson is pretty smart.
Don't even get me started on him.
What? What can you say bad about Russell Wilson?
He's a cornball.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, you're right.
Man,
I don't give a fuck.
that's wild.
Clearly, you don't.
I don't.
Oh my gosh.
I just think it's weird. Like, why? I don't understand why everything just. Not everything is about race. Like, saying you're the owner of a team, you own the team. It has nothing to do with a master-slave mentality. It has nothing to do with that. I'm pretty sure
It
there's
sounds like it.
You own the team.
You probably
I've
just have to
never-
be in the
and-
situation to see what their real perspective is.
I have a problem even calling my like saying that's my boss. I'm like, oh, that's my supervisor. It just sounds. I don't know. I just don't like how that.
You just have a problem with authority.
no. It just sounds weird. Like you don't say that's. Do you say that's my boss at work? Don't it sound kind of funny to you?
I'll say like, oh, hey, that's my manager.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's my
different.
supervisor. Above that, but like, oh, they have a general manager. They have an owner. Like he pays money to run that team.
Right.
So he's earned the right to get that title. If these players have a problem with it, you know what's
I
crazy
mean, they
early?
could find some other way to present the
I
title.
see what you're
I don't
saying.
like governor. I don't like that.
That's
but they could definitely find a
But
different.
what could they honestly say? Because you can't say founder, you can't say CEO.
I mean, there's a lot of words in the dictionary, but
Synonyms for owner.
whatever you want to call it.
I don't know. I just think it's just crazy how everything is just coming down to race nowadays. Because even earlier, Jay Williams.
It's
when-
either a race or is sexual preference. You know what I mean?
Like Jay
It's
Williams,
just-
he even said earlier, he's like, I have a problem critiquing Michael Jordan's decisions because there's not a lot of black owners I wish there were more black owners in the NBA. And it's like, who gives a fuck? He sucks.
As the owner.
Exactly. Who cares if he's black or white? If you suck, you suck. It's the same thing with the Knicks. They have a black GM, a black coach, and a black president on their team. They suck still. They still suck. So I don't like if you told me, oh hey, the Knicks, we're the first.
Let's not
team
talk about the
to
Knicks
win all
so
black.
much. Let's talk about the positive stuff that black people are doing. Like, what's the dude from the Raptors?
Kawhi,
No, the president.
Masai.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, that was that Aid for Africa or something.
Yeah, and just making that decision on getting rid of DeRozan after all those seasons he had with the Raptors.
He's the owner of the.
He's the
Raptors.
president. Yeah,
President and GM, basically,
Yep.
he runs the
he
stuff.
runs shit
The
there.
Suns got a black GM now, don't they?
Yeah,
James Jones.
but they were talking about how.
I think
You
he's
talking
gonna
about
make.
James Jones?
Yeah,
God.
I think they're gonna make some moves, bro.
Psych.
James Jones.
Don't
I
ever
mean,
give me that hope. It's like what Hawkeye said in Avengers. He's like, don't do that.
but
Don't give
James-
me hope.
James Jones understands the game, bro, and he plays with a lot of very
Do you
good
understand-
players.
Do
I
you know?
think
Do you
that-
know who else does that? Michael Jordan. He played a long time.
Yeah, but he was somebody who
A lot of people
I feel
look
like he
up
was
to him.
somebody that was very selfish. I don't think James Jones ever played it that way,
You know, they won't. He said he won't offer Kemba the max because
he's-
he doesn't want to pay the luxury tax.
and he's tripping.
With how much money he makes on
And
fucking
that's why
shoes
if I
every
was-
year.
If I was Kemba, I'm gone.
Exactly. Go to the
Go
Celtics.
get your money. You ain't gonna win over there anyway.
Yeah.
Go get paid and get on a
And
better
you-
team.
Yep. You might as well get into the playoffs.
So you hate Jordan.
I do not like Michael Jordan at
You
all.
hate J. Cole
Do not like J. Cole.
and you hate Richard or Russell Wilson.
He just annoys me. He's like, hey man, I just left the barber shop and it's like your hair looks no different. Still looks the same, like Steph Curry, no shape up. All right, that's enough basketball talk. What's next, Rudo?
Well, we had one more.
What's up? with
The
that?
the 80 jersey.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
What do you think about that?
So give people perspective. What's going on?
LeBron James let AD wear the number 23 with the Lakers.
Yep. I Think he's gonna, what number do you think he's gonna wear?
6.
Yeah, that's what I think.
What do you think about that? You think AD just went up to him and was like, "Hey, that's my number"?
It was more like, hey, give up that $4 million trade kicker, and I'll let you have this number. And it's like, come play in this movie, and I'll give you a $4 million paycheck.
I mean,
That sound right.
Yeah,
That
sounds
sound
exactly
really right.
Yeah, sounds exactly right.
I mean,
I think LeBron's he
don't
closing-
fucking care
he-
about basketball,
Yeah, he
in my
closing out
opinion.
his career.
It's a business decision
he in
anyways.
LA, he in Hollywood.
Those Lakers 23 jerseys about to be so collectible now.
Yeah.
he closing
and then-
out his
and they
he
have to
closing
buy
out his
AD's
career.
jersey
I need to
now.
go buy one.
And then they need to buy, and then they're gonna have to buy number
That's
6 now.
Vintage.
He closing out his career,
You know,
and
That's one jersey you might want to collect. All the LeBron James jerseys,
Yeah.
like Cavs, Heat.
and they had the Cavs like throwbacks.
Oh
back
yeah,
then.
those
Fire.
The
navy
Cavs.
blue ones.
Fire, yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Cavs, Heat,
There
Cavs
was-
again,
And then Lakers.
Lakers.
There was this one comment I saw on Reddit. They were like, "What number do you think he's gonna take? 6?" And they were like, "Nah, he's gonna one up AD and take 24." And people were like, "LA would fucking riot."
He
got
can't.
20
He can't.
Yeah, he can't. But
Yes, that was the point of the joke, fellas. I'm glad you got it.
Oh.
Yeah. If he
Yeah.
took 24, who wore 24? For those who don't know, it was Kobe, and he is like a god in LA.
Well, that jersey's retired. That number's retired.
Sometimes you can say, "Hey, could I wear that jersey in honor of you?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, of course." Go
Kobe
right
ain't
ahead."
gonna let that
Kobe,
shit happen.
like what?
What if he wore number 8? Number 8 was the
Did they
rapist.
retire?
They retired both.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 and 24.
I wasn't sure.
You got to wear 25 now.
Speaking of retirements, does if Kawhi leaves the Raptors, do the Raptors retire his jersey?
No, not after one season. Retire his jersey?
Yeah,
That's
why-
a little much.
Why not? Well, obviously they can't retire it until he retires.
Right.
But
that's a little much.
he came there for one season, fucked the whole game up, and got him a
I
chip.
appreciate you, bro. But not off of one season.
So they'll give him free food, free housing, free cars,
Yeah, all that.
but they just can't lift.
Bro, you
Number
got to
2 up in
He
the
has to
I
stay
don't know.
there.
They might.
He has to.
He has to
The
stay there.
Canadians might retire his jersey.
The fact that another country can give an American player so much love over
A sport. Because they don't got
me,
shit there.
me personally, I would
what
stay.
you mean? They got plenty
they
of
got a
stuff
lot of
there.
stuff
We just
there.
not
Sports-wise,
we
they're
just
a
not hips.
they're a hockey town.
Which is hockey is very popular.
That's what I'm saying. But they're primarily hockey. Like even when they were in the playoffs,
So to show love for a basketball player.
no, until they got to the Eastern Conference Finals when they started coming back against the Bucks, they were still watching a Stanley Cup that did not even have the Maple Leafs in there. They were watching another sport that had nothing to do with their city at the time. Until once they came back against the Bucks, they were like, "Oh shit, we all in."
I think Toronto is a basketball city though. Like
I think it's grown.
Ever since Vince Carter, all that, I think they have been a basketball city for a while. We just
Not like
don't
on
know.
that level. Not
just
not
don't
like on
know.
that level. Not like that to where the entire city took it in. It was more like, okay, the fans will be there. That's all right. They'll fill up the stadium because they're in the finals or they're in the playoffs. But
I mean, I
never
think-
like that level.
I think their fans are better than Suns fans.
Are we doing this?
Just say it. You don't think so?
I mean, I think Spud said one time that at least Suns fans support their team through the hard times.
I think the Raptors did the same thing.
Unlike the Knicks, who be wearing brown paper bags.
At least the Knicks is real about it. They'll let you know.
you suck.
They let you know.
I don't know. If I'm Kawhi,
Facts.
man, I'm staying there.
I'm staying.
I'm staying.
Absolutely, you
I
gotta
get to
stay.
pocket all my cheese.
Get that private jet.
But
I
are
get
you
five-
are
I
you
get
staying because of the free food, or or the free stuff, or are you staying because you generally think that's a team?
I think it's multiple things. I think it's because I get love. They really genuinely care that I'm here and they want me here, and it's not like, oh, why aren't you playing today, Kawhi? Why aren't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how
Spurs.
San Antonio did them. And then on top of that, they're doing all that extra stuff for him too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's all of it.
Do you get free Drake tickets every time?
I'm pretty
Nigga,
sure.
Yeah, he walking
He's an
backstage.
ambassador.
He don't even need a ticket. They just like, come on in.
Oh, hey, Kawhi, hey, come here.
He going through the garage with
I don't know
with
if
Drake.
I don't know if brand really matters like is that much of importance to him. But if he stays in Toronto, he has the chance to be a global icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
you get a whole country behind you, and
Yeah.
then by that, they give you everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like next big thing. That's how Jordan and or not Jordan, but Kobe and LeBron are like in China and all that shit.
So as of right now, is he the best player in the game right now? With LeBron not being in the playoffs and then KD being hurt, is he the best player?
Yeah, I would say so.
He's arguably him and KD's still tough, bro. And I know he's hurt, but still.
I would say right now
Still.
it's Kawhi, Giannis,
And he two-way too.
Giannis,
Yeah, he does play both ends of the floor.
LeBron,
And
then
but
KD.
KD showed that he can play both ends too.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that you know what I mean when he was in that system.
KD ain't playing the whole next year.
I think it's
in my opinion.
the top.
Yeah, he's not going to. But
Does that
his
mess
skill
his,
set,
Does that mess up like his free agency and all that? His money? You think?
I doubt it.
No,
I doubt it.
people will take that chance.
They still know that he's one of the top players in the league, even if he goes through an injury like that. Because if he can come back and the technology that they have now, he'll be able to.
As long as you still got that shot.
Yeah, the jump
Yeah.
shot don't go anywhere. That's the
Yeah.
last thing to go. He doesn't really need to dunk on
He might
anybody.
take a step
and
back
he's
on
already,
defense.
He's already 7 foot, so he
I
gets the lane.
If Dirk can
Oh,
still
yeah.
be playing, yes,
He
he'll
was
be fine.
hobbling
Right.
up
He'll
and
be
down
fine.
the court.
Which I gotta say, towards the end, when he started getting more healthy, towards the end of last season, he was actually being pretty productive for a 40-year-old. So that was crazy.
Did either one of you see in regards to Kawhi? Was it Nike that was trying to
Oh, foul!
about his
logo?
claw? Yeah, the logo. They were trying to take it back, or they were trying to. What were they trying to do?
They were trying to keep it.
Yeah, they had
They
trademarked it.
trademarked it without his permission before he could.
Yeah.
And y'all slaves to the check, right?
Speaking
To the swoosh or whatever y'all like
speaking
to say.
Oh my
speaking of
God.
that, guess what? The Pelicans are already effing up with Zion. Remember how Zion, when he got drafted, he's like, "Let's dance." His team went to go trademark that. The Pelicans filed the trademark first, right after he said it. They're already fucking up his money. Already doing. They better be like, "Oh hey, I know we just lost AD. We're not gonna lose this guy. Not two of them."
Dang, that's dirty.
Yeah.
They just, "Oh hey, we got
That's-
another good
it's-
thing."
That's what they say. It's a business.
It's
a
greedy.
business. It's a
Greedy.
business. It's a business.
Greedy.
It's a business. Let that young man get his. That's wild.
That's crazy though. How they let a nigga in New Balance kill him.
Kawhi Leonard wears New Balance.
Killed you, nigga.
Did you know? Do you
and
know?
I don't like the design of the shoe.
With
either.
his- all his-
the Puma shoe, I like. I
all
like the
his
Puma
New
shoe.
Balance font.
Oh my
Did you
God.
know all of his all the
You can't do nothing with him.
all the words in New Balance for his brand alone is all Times New Roman? Did you know that?
I don't even check for that nigga's shoes. What they look like?
They look crazy. It look like some old man sneakers. It look like something you buy from fucking Big
Can you
Fi-
find them
from
in the
Big
store?
Five.
Have you seen him? Like,
No, they sell out. They only do limited releases at a
It
time
look
right
like
now,
something
but
you
they
buy
sell
from-
out.
from Big Five, man.
how much they go for retail? Do you know?
Like normal, what is it? What,
I don't know.
125?
I didn't see. I
See,
didn't
look
see.
at that. We don't even. I haven't even seen a commercial.
Because
have
I
you seen
ha-
a freaking New Balance Kawhi commercial?
I think they're gonna be doing that this summer, but
A whole season though.
But they signed in some other
because it
cats in
wasn't-
New Balance.
First off, he wasn't that.
It
First
don't-
off,
but-
his popularity is at peak right now.
But I'm saying he had the claw, all that stuff.
He's fighting to get the claw back. Crazy thing is he still wears his stuff. What's
Yeah.
Nike gonna say? But yeah, they didn't have a commercial or anything because
They
right
was like,
now
"Oh,
it's at its
shit."
popularity.
Oh shit, we live? Oh shit. The whole summer commercials.
That's wild.
They got to bag all the commercials this summer.
But anytime they've put orders up, they sell out in minutes.
I'm sorry, Kawhi. Your shoe ugly, bro.
You think they comfortable?
You know what he says?
I hope if they were, I'm in there.
He said, "Boardman
No,
gets
you-
paid.
With real high
you
socks.
Ain't, you ain't doing that.
Real
Boardman
high
gets
socks.
paid. Boardman gets paid."
Fun guy.
Fun guy. Ha 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 ha. Oh man.
All right, what's next?
That's funny.
Y'all got the
That's
notes.
funny, man.
We got the video.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
we talking about social media right now? All right, I know we already talked about this earlier, but man, that I have to say that girl, freaking. There's this one where it's called Killer Crossover. This girl, I think it's like a girls AAU or something. This girl inbounds the ball. Girl catches it. She takes one dribble and she kind of loses it. She catches it with the right hand and crosses over. One defender is in front of her. The other one is chasing her. As soon as she crosses, Two defenders just smack heads against each other, and they just fall over, and she gets a filthy assist.
Girls, just girls, sports.
What?
Not trying to say anything, but that's
It was cold.
women's sports though.
Wow, you just.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh my God, you really just.
Just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
kidding.
joking. I love the World Cup right now. It's Women's World Cup. So, amazing.
Oh, for soccer, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the. You know, fuck it. I'll just be real. That's one of the few women's sports that deserves to get paid more than men. Paid more than men, not the same. Paid more than men because, dude, men's soccer they don't do shit. They never do anything.
What do you mean they don't do anything?
They never get anywhere. They hype it up every year and then they never get anywhere. But
Who's they?
But the women's soccer.
Who is they? Are you talking about U.S. or?
Yeah, the U.S.
Okay.
They hype it up and they don't do anything. Now, obviously, it's fucking like Brazil or something. Of course, everybody.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat Brazil ever.
Or even Germany when they what did they beat them like 8-0.
Yeah, embarrassing.
So, but yeah, women's soccer they just go out there and they just run it.
Women's
like
U.S.
killing
soccer, yeah.
That's like Phoenix Sports. The women are.
Don't no. Don't confuse.
The Mercury have like 3 championships,
All right, you right.
and they win. They like back to back to back.
At least everybody's consistently terrible in New York. Knicks is bad. The Liberty
Why
is bad.
would you say
Why
that?
is that a
Why
hey
would
man?
you-
We consistently bad over here.
Yeah.
Our women suck just like the men do.
Why would you say that?
We all bad.
You stupid
Spot.
as hell. So there was this other video
You know
I
how
saw.
bad that would be if the Liberty was better than the Knicks?
Oh my
You know how-
God, I would love it.
You know how bad that would be?
I would do it just to see
They
Stephen
have
A.
my
been better
God.
than the Knicks.
But
in the past.
Just to
Think
see
about it.
Just to see Stephen A. Smith's reaction. Haven't won it since 1973.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
This is blasphemous.
That'd be crazy.
So another video I'd seen was there were these two grown men, their stepfather, they found out that their stepfather was abusing their mom. They beat the fuck out of him. It just shows them they're outside. They're just hitting him. They were smacking the hell out of him.
Oh, you never heard of the Morris twins? Because they did the same thing, right?
No.
You heard about that? You ain't hear about that?
I heard about that.
I thought you did. You're a Suns fan.
We'll come back to that. So
I didn't know it was the mother's boyfriend.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard that they
Put
beat
them hands on him.
Yeah.
I heard they just beat
Allegedly.
somebody.
Let them hands
And
go.
they caught it and they
Allegedly.
let them goddamn hands go.
Allegedly. So they're beating the hell out of this dude. And he is like, he's doing the thing like he'll take some hits and then he'll like push him off, kind of like hit back, run away. So one son is basically hitting him and then he kind of runs back. They're kind of like in these like outfields, sort of. It has to be in like another country or something. So, dude, as they're running towards him, I don't know. It looked like a piece of wood. It was something flat, but somebody said it was a stepping stone. Dude picks it up, and the cameraman's like, whoa, 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 and turns the camera away because the dude went like this, and you just hear like screeching scream, and it sounds like he says, he's like, my eye, ah! And then you turn, face swelled up, and dude kicked him once, and then just immediately blood. So there are a bunch of the things were saying he probably lost his eye because you just hear, it sounded like somebody hit like a wall with like a 2x4 or something. Because you just hear a smack and you just hear a bloody scream. At that point, he starts running. Like he was defending himself the entire time. The minute he got hit, he starts running away and like his face swells up. And they were like choking him and shit.
They hit him with the rock.
Basically, they hit him square in the eye with the rock.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then you hear the cameraman the whole time. These dudes are beating the hell out of him, and he's like, "That's right, bloody bastard! Teach you to do that again? Yeah, you like that shit? Yeah."
That's
Bloody bastard.
that's the stepfather that was beating the mom. They did that too, right?
Oh yeah, they beat the hell out of him.
Do you feel bad for him?
I did not feel bad until I heard that damn scream. But then I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I bet you she asked you to stop plenty of times." But then it's just a scream is so cringy. I'm just like, "Holy fuck!" I could not even imagine that.
Yeah.
Because basically your eye closed up. You think you lost an eye at that point. So I'm like, "Fuck, it's terrible." But
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
Put
I
your
don't,
hands
I
on
don't
a
know
woman.
if I would feel bad. My mother's giving me everything, so
Don't put your hands
yeah,
on a
absolutely.
woman.
If that was
I
my
wouldn't
mom,
feel
I'd be
bad
like,
if-
"Yo, I'm beating the hell out of you."
Yeah,
But at the
so-
same time, as
And the
somebody
female in
outside looking
general,
in, I heard somebody scream like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
my instant reaction is, "Holy fuck!" Like he just got fucked up. But I'm like, "Hey," it's like you asked for it.
Yeah, just a female in general. You you hit women unless she like Baby D. So
This is Baby D from Friday,
Yeah.
next Friday.
yeah,
She know the next Twinkie that's about to be released.
nah. But what would you do though? Like if a woman had hit you, like if
I'm
she
pushing her the fuck off of me. I've had a woman hit me before, and I pushed her off of me.
no, I mean like really hit really hit you, like
Yeah, I've had a woman really hit me before, and I pushed her the fuck off.
no,
of me.
I mean like through some, you know, what I'm
Throw
saying?
something. I've had a woman
Not throw
really throw
like
something.
an object. I mean
like
a
these
fit.
hands.
Yeah.
Yes, right into my eye socket. I've had that happen, and I was ready to just go fucking wild.
And what happened?
And I immediately like caught myself, and I was like, ooh. I was like, I could go to jail. And so by the time I calmed myself down, all that adrenaline died, and all of a sudden all them pain receptors started hitting. So I turned around and I was like,
Well, if you did hit her and you didn't leave a mark, and she had called the cops, and the cops saw your face,
I'd be like, arrest her. She abused me.
she definitely would have been.
You going to jail now?
No, I remember there was one time.
Ooh. So that in that situation with that video, I don't know if I felt bad.
Oh no, I didn't. I was just like, fuck. I feel bad for her jaw.
So
I
you're
was-
talking about the
cause you-
video of the chick on the bus,
Wow.
and the bus driver is
She
just
smacked the
doing
bus
his
driver,
job,
and
she spit on him, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chick starts waddling, and she's hitting him, and he stops the bus, and he's like, "Ooh, you going to jail now?" And turns around and uppercuts her.
Gave her the meanest uppercut ever. Street Fighter uppercut.
You can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was crazy.
There.
She took it though. She didn't get knocked out.
You just
Nothing.
hear,
Yep.
ooh,
Everybody was like, ooh. Yeah, it was crazy.
help her. You can't do that. It's like she just smacked me like 6 times.
I'm sick.
Spit
That,
on me.
I'm sick that he yelled out, "You going to jail now?" And they're gonna punch her. No, you going to jail.
I mean, I don't know if I
remember there was
don't know. That's crazy.
a
Still,
friend of ours.
I could see why he would do that, but I don't know. I couldn't do it. I know none of y'all could do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
No, there was a friend that we all have.
No.
Yeah. Just let me finish the
Oh,
story,
okay.
damn
I was
it.
like, I don't mess with nobody that be hitting women.
Yeah.
God, an idiot. She's a female.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
she been hit?
No, let me finish.
All right, go
God.
ahead.
So we were all out one time.
Someone
and
hit her?
then Rudo, I swear to God.
All right, go ahead.
So, me and it was with another one of my friends. They had all gotten into this bar or club, and we were trying to pull money out from the ATM to pay the doorman. And we get there, and they all got in, and they had gotten in for free. And I was like, "Yo," calling them, and they just completely ignored me. Waited out there for like 30 minutes, and they come walking back out, and I ran up to her. I was like, "Yo, why didn't you answer your phone?" And she's like, "Motherfucker, I ain't have my phone," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "You should answer your fucking phone. Like you knew we were with you." So basically, we're yelling back and forth at each other the whole time. And I was like, I should just leave your ass here. And she's like, bye, bye. And I was like, hey, chill before putting your hand in my face. And then she goes, what? And then mushed my face. And then, so then she, as soon as she mushed me, my foot slipped off the curb. So I kind of ducked down. So I stood right back up real fast. And she immediately went, oh! She like ducked over, acting like I was going to hit her. And I was like, fuck are you doing? And I was like, we out. Let's roll. And just left.
She left too?
No, and then it was funny. One of my other former friends at the time, this girl he was talking to, she had ridden with us, and so she tried to follow and got in my car, and I was like, "No disrespect, I'm gonna need you to get your ass out my car right now, because you left us out there too." And she's like, "Okay," and she just got out, and I drove home, and I was like, "Fuck, I feel pretty bad."
Yeah, you should feel bad.
I felt bad, and I apologized next time
being a
after I
female.
saw her.
If you don't know, Brogan is a straight asshole.
To everybody gets these hands equally.
Now y'all laughing at abusing women.
These metaphorical hands of attitude.
Nice follow up.
Disclaimer.
Nice follow up.
Can't catch me for nothing.
I seen a video on IG where I guarantee it's New York. This dude pulled down his pants,
Oh, great.
and there's another dude sleeping, taking a nap, sitting on the subway,
Ooh.
and he pees on him while he's sleeping. Just starts peeing on him. He's like, just zip down his pants, start peeing on the
Were
dude.
either of them homeless?
Just ran. Nope. One looked kind of like he was homeless. The other, it was just some like white kid.
Was the dude that got peed on the homeless one?
No.
Oh, the homeless dude peed on somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And the kid just kind of woke up, was like, "Oh, what the heck?" And no one in the subway does nothing. Nothing. There was someone. It's a full it's a full car. Like there's someone sitting next to him on either side.
Y'all just cool with that
and
shit, huh?
They
New
just
Yorkers are cool with just dudes that are pulling their dicks out and pissing on people.
That's crazy.
R. Kelly should live there.
But the dude didn't even do nothing. At least like if someone peed on you,
pee
and
on me.
and you didn't want it.
You got to die, bro. Okay, I don't know about die, but I'm gonna beat the shit out
Let
you.
me piss in my mouth and I get a staph infection.
That's crazy.
You might get one, especially in New York.
That's
Exactly.
crazy. Oh yeah, Spud got one in his eye, not from pee, but like.
Thank
just
you for
touch-
disclosing that. Look, what
it
happened
wasn't
was
staph
what happened
infection.
was I got off the little subway station.
Oh my god.
And I grabbed the handle to pull myself up the stairs because I'm getting a little old, and I touched my face a lot, and I touched my eye, and I didn't realize how many people be in that subway. Homeless.
You got infected from that?
I touched my eye, and I got a staph infection. Or I got a
little
sty.
sty.
A sty.
Oh,
Not a
yo,
staph
that's
infection.
pure New
I got a
York right
sty.
there.
Like it was like within hours. It was like it was huge too.
If
And
that
I was
doesn't
like, oh,
personify the
shit.
Knicks,
What, dirty?
just even coming in contact with them
Yeah,
ruins
that
you.
shit was wild. And I was like, damn. So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
did you guys see this dude in at the airport
Yeah.
with TSA?
That was out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
in
crazy.
Phoenix, Arizona, the dude tried to ambush TSA, ran through. The chick is standing on the other side of the little the I don't know what that little thing is to just detect if he has any weapons or anything on him or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy standing there too, and he just lets dude go through. He doesn't even do anything.
Meanwhile,
he
how many
stands there.
guys are there?
right this
like,
way,
if
sir.
you look at the video, there's what?
I'm looking at
3,
the video
4?
right now.
3, 4 dudes.
By the time he gets through, there's probably like 4 dudes at that point. He
But the
he
initial
got through,
person-
and then there's this chick. He ran through her.
Yeah.
I guess he sent her to the hospital, and then right after that,
I don't see how.
there's another dude waiting
It's
for
a
him.
different angle.
There's another dude waiting for him, and he hits him. He tried to tackle him really.
So,
But the first dude didn't do it, not a damn thing. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and move
And
my way out of this.
right this way, sir.
Throughout that video, he was kind of just standing on the side.
Yeah, he just stood there. He never got involved. He
No.
was just like, oh, what's
He's
going
an
on?
old ass man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Nah, he's not old, bro. He don't look old
I feel
to me.
sad for
Even
saying
if you old,
I feel
Your
bad for
job
saying
is to
that's
that.
your
protect.
job.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I feel bad for saying this. What are old people as security guards? What the fuck you gonna do?
wow.
What? For real? Like if you are old
That's
and
ageism.
frail,
You ever heard of ageism?
no, but what are you gonna do as a security guard? I'm robbing something. You can't do that. Fuck off, old man. And then he was, what's he gonna do? Security. So you are security.
Never know. There's some old ass strong man. out
That's what
here.
I'm saying. But I'm talking about the little old frail ones, or even women too. It's like, what are you gonna do? No, I'm saying old women, old men or
Oh,
women.
Okay.
Fuck, dude.
Like,
Now I will.
Maybe
I
what if-
will
What if
admit.
he's already been there for like 20, 30 years?
you know, low-key, I be
He
thinking
just
about that.
finished
I retire in
He's
6
finishing-
months.
Yeah, he's finished. Like maybe like
Fuck
6
up my
days.
pension.
I be thinking about that sometimes when I see like some cops. I'm like, bro, if I were man, you ain't catching me. You go better call back.
Oh, fat cop. Yeah.
That or like
Don't you have to pass a physical to be a
Even-
fat cop?
to be a fat cop?
Don't you have to pass a physical to be a cop? How are you fat? How are you fat and cop?
I mean, after
You
you
have to
get on,
pass- You have to pass a physical to be a fat cop,
Oh, yep.
or
That's a
you got to
good
pass a physical.
61-inch waist right there.
even some women like officers, I'd be like, what's she gonna do?
But they get in there before they start to blow up like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
they probably
They're like
make the minimum requirement, right?
the
And then
the human versions of Mellow.
they're like, all right,
That's my pet, not
Where's he going?
Mello is a English bulldog.
The fat ones are always the ones that be shooting early. Be like, oh, he's too far away. Get on the ground.
yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, that video was
What was he
wild.
trying to-
I don't
where
know
was he
what he
going?
was doing.
I felt bad because when I first saw that, I was like, yo, she just gets pushed and then she just lays on the ground. It turns out he had like hit her in the throat or something and she couldn't breathe. So when he hit her, he had hit her in the throat and also like kneed her in like the chest or something. So he jumped into her. And so that's why she was laying on the ground because she couldn't breathe.
She a real one for though even just sitting there and taking that.
She was
though.
like, no, no, no.
yeah.
She a real one, and that dude a bitch. To be honest with you, he don't look like he's that old. your job is to protect that, and he just stepped over and was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
And then didn't even step in at any point.
Yeah. You got any other videos? Anything else interesting this week?
I didn't see anything too crazy. That was, I think.
I mean,
worth
there's probably a bunch of
talking
crazy,
about.
probably a bunch of crazy shit all over the place. But
Nothing too crazy to talk
what
about.
else you got, Brogan? I know you something else that you wanted to talk about.
No, we figured we get into the
Yeah, there's something else you want to talk
tech
about.
talk this stuff or this week.
Cool. Let us know. Let us know.
Well, as I talked about last week about how that phone with the camera underneath.
Okay.
So that phone with the camera underneath. Turns out they revealed it today. So turns out that
What phone is this?
it's by Oppo, OPPO. Basically, they unveiled the prototype today, which usually when they unveil the prototype, they usually release a product within 2 to 3 months. So apparently what it is now is that it is a type of transparent glass that goes over it. Now, in certain angles, certain colors, like at certain angles, certain colors, like under certain conditions, you will be able to see it. You'll be able to see like the little hit, but it's at the top, normally where a notch would be.
Okay.
But otherwise, you can't see it at all. And because it's under the screen, you can have a much bigger sensor underneath it and the type of transparent glass to where you're ready to take a picture. The screen knows, it puts like, it's the type of code or whatever that will make it to where it fits that to where it knows how to like make the screen a little bit more, the colors right so it can be see more clearly. They're saying right now there should be, after a few more software updates, there should be no more, they shouldn't have to worry about like glare or a screen being on top. They're calling like, you know, poor image quality. And when they were showing it off, they literally just showed a screen like this and they would just go like this, put their finger over it, and it would block the whole screen to where they were just showing how it was clear. So there is a product out there that is in the work. They like basically it's a proof of concept as of right now. That's really the only big thing I saw this week.
So what else is with this phone that's supposed to be like legit? Like I
It's
don't
nothing-
know if I'm,
It's just the size.
I don't know
of
if
this-
I'm too
and the-
like.
No, it's not that. It's where it's the prototype of putting a camera behind a screen.
Okay.
Okay.
To where you don't have to worry about notches, to where you can have a full screen display, like a true
Just like
phone
all
screen.
glass, pretty much.
Other than that,
Like
it's
no border, basically.
no bezels, no nothing, really, no notches, no bezels, no foreheads, no chins, nothing of that. To where now it's gonna still be like the same high level phone, like same specs and all that, but now the new technology to where you can put a phone camera behind a screen now.
Did they say how like thick the phones would be?
It's same.
Same.
Because now they have it's a lot more moving parts. They can even get it to the point where they can put bigger sensors on there, to where they could probably put like something of like this, the rear camera quality on the front, because you have so much more
That
room
would
to
be
work with.
smooth.
Yeah, about time they would be able to do
Be
that.
smooth.
Let's see. Is there really? I don't think there was really anything else that happened this week. That
Did
was
you talk about the iOS 13 stuff? That
Yeah, I did.
There's really been no changes on the beta for that I really think like I still like the.
there's a couple cool features that are coming though, from what you showed me.
There are, but nothing is right now. I know the public beta is out right now, so anybody that wants it, they can go out there and get it. But there is a lot more that is going on for there. One thing that I did want to talk about that we should have talked about earlier, but it's not really tech related, but
So we're just switching the subject right now.
we are going to switch the subject on this because it can kind of relate to everything about this. It's more of a day-to-day thing. How crazy was it to where the news came out that Trump was going to send out an attack on Iran? Basically would have started like full-scale war at that point, and was like, "Nah, I changed my mind last second." He's like, "Oh, I had to do it to him. Nah, I'm gonna take that back. I just let y'all know that I can do it."
But
what was the full details? Like,
Yeah,
was it?
like,
It
what
was like an
happened?
overnight thing, like decision.
What
He
was happening between the two? Like I don't know.
I have
tell
been
you.
trying to find the details. I don't know exactly how. I just think it was just tensions, basically saying. I think it was a power play
Okay.
to where, like I said, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm an informed person like
Right.
that. But
When it comes to
the politics
politics,
like that, but
right,
yeah,
right.
I feel like it was more of a power play to the point where
let your nuts hang.
let your nuts hang.
and get everybody killed.
But yeah, I'm like just pulling that, and then some people, and then there was an interview. Someone was like, Bernie Sanders interviewed somebody, or he was the interviewee, and they were like, yeah, it was supposed to be a limited attack on Iran. He goes, it's an attack. Like, that's war right there. There's no such thing as a limited attack. It's like, oh, hey, it was a limited shooting. Like, somebody shoots at you. It's a shooting.
Yeah.
You go and go back at him.
They're gonna
I didn't
shoot
shoot
back.
you. I shot you once. I ain't shoot you 10 times.
Yeah.
So it ain't.
Come on,
that
Fitty.
bad,
It
you know?
was it was only a paintball gun, Chief. Nah, bro, I'm shooting you back now.
Yeah, it's
Straight
it's
up.
crazy. The politics
And we
is crazy.
coming with the AK-47s.
You seen that
That's wild, bro.
that Beto debate, Democratic debate?
Are you talking about dude Booker?
Both of them. It was
They talk-
Booker and another guy.
Talk Spanish,
They were speaking Spanish.
and they were like, hablo,
like their Spanish was like just weird.
unacceptable.
They was just basically trying to show like how diverse
They were enunciating. They were
are,
trying to say
you know, to
it-
get the Hispanic population to vote for them.
It was
So
trying
he
to
said,
say-
"Oh, I could speak Spanish."
So they were
He
struggling.
came out with the Spanish first and then spoke English, but it just didn't sound.
and it
fluent
was
at
more
all.
like, oh, hey, look how liberal I am.
It just sounded like he was reaching a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
didn't,
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Wait, what's new with politics? It's all pandering. It's like when Hillary Clinton said, oh, what do you always carry in your purse? Oh, hot sauce. It's like, oh, he's trying to get the black vote.
I mean,
Oh,
just
is
like
it working?
Trump. That's like Trump saying he's gonna make Mexico pay for a wall. That's pandering too.
Tread harder, daddy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
There was,
And people believe that, but hey,
you know what? There was a, what I don't understand about that is he was saying how, what I didn't understand when he was speaking the Spanish and all that, he was like, we need to make sure that these people's rights are upheld. Human rights are upheld. I was like, I totally agree with you there. And he goes,
Right.
and we make sure these people don't lose their human rights when they cross our border.
right.
And I'm like,
because he's talking about all the camp, all the camps they have.
no. At the end, he didn't say they don't lose their rights when they cross the border, and basically when they become citizens. And I'm like, no citizens are being treated this way, which again is not acceptable. The conditions could be better; they should be, but you're making the case.
You're talking about all the hold for the immigrants, all the holding camps, right?
yeah,
You're talking about that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking about that.
Okay.
The way they're treating the kids and everything is unacceptable
Right.
to where there should be much better conditions because right now for what it costs, it costs $700 a day per kid to keep them there.
I did not know that.
That is as much as staying in a luxury hotel
A day? Yeah, a day?
a day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just
I didn't
a
know
day,
that.
a day.
I did not know
$700 a day per kid. So my thing is that they should have better conditions. Yes, they shouldn't be treated like freaking dogs or animals in cages like that because they're not. They're kids. It's not their fault. Their parents wanted to bring them.
Right.
But here's my thing. Booker was making it sound like, oh, hey, once they cross this border and become citizens, they shouldn't lose their rights. It's like they're not. First of all, they're not citizens. It doesn't make it okay, but don't act like these people came here and like technically they did something wrong. They snuck in. Now, I think the process should be easier. It should be easier to make it happen, but there's times to where stop making it sound like they're completely not at fault.
Right.
They snuck in, you got caught, send them back. That's it. You snuck in, somebody sneaks in my house, I find them here, I'm kicking their ass out.
Right.
That's it. That's the same thing. Make the process easier to get in there. Oh, hey, I want to come here. If somebody says, Spud just showed to my house and be like, dude, what the fuck? Why'd you come over? He's like, okay. I'm like, oh, wish you would have told me. That's it. Like make the process easier for people to come to this country and all that because now they're making it sound like, oh, hey, why don't we just open up the fucking border and just let everybody in?
Right.
Doesn't matter. No background checks, no nothing.
Right.
Let that happen to where now they're making it sound like these people are already citizens. Do you know they're trying to do, I don't know, remember what state it was, whether New York or California, they're trying to make it sound like illegal immigrants should get driver's licenses. When they come in here, they should be able to get driver's licenses.
I didn't hear.
And not
that.
pay, and then basically they still wouldn't pay taxes or anything like that. But
What?
but then they would also get tax breaks to where they would get housing and they would get a food credit and they would get all this.
Licenses are just like IDs.
No, driver's licenses. Like
'Cause you can get
federal,
IDs.
No, federal identification like that. Like straight up driver's licenses. Like you go and take the test, you can do all that, and you wouldn't have to be documented.
Oh, okay.
Which doesn't make sense. What's the point then? Just open it up then. Either go all the way or not. But they don't want to do that. They're right now all the Democrats are pandering to everybody else saying, oh, hey, I don't agree with this. Like, they shouldn't be doing this. Yes, the kids, how they're treating the kids messed up. But I remember all them years ago when Obama told same immigrants saying, hey, you want to come to the border, that's fine. He's like, don't bring your kids. He even warned them. He's like, you can come here, you'll deal with the consequences and all that. Do not bring your kids to the border. Parents of immigrants, do not bring your kids to the border because they know that this is what's going to happen to them. He said that, but it's crazy how people forget because during his time in office, there was plenty of democratic ideas that he disagreed with. But now that he's out of office, he's suddenly supporting everything they have to say. It's all pandering. And that's what I don't like about any of these politicians. They pander to every single person, and it's annoying.
It's a power trip. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's all for power.
What do you feel about that, Spud?
I have nothing to say, sir. I'm not
Okay.
in. I don't look at politics like that.
It's just, I don't
Nothing
look
to
at
do.
politics. It's just, that's how I felt about that
Yeah.
situation.
And
Yeah,
that's
just-
a big
I
one.
don't-
Like immigration's a big one too. So
It's a big one. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying like, oh, hey, like, fuck all the immigrants that come over here. It's just like, oh, hey, like, you snuck in. You know you did. You got caught. You knew the risks. Okay, cool. We'll send you back. We're not going to just keep you locked up. But guess what? If you keep doing it over and over and over again, we're going to hold you at one point. But what they're doing to the kids is unacceptable.
I don't get why are they holding them for? What's the hold? What's
Maybe a repeat offense? I don't know. I honestly
But if
don't
it's
know.
costing them money, they gotta just let
Exactly.
them go at some point. I mean, I don't know exactly, but if that's the case, then they should just let them go.
They should.
It costs any money.
They should. It's costing way too much money to hold that. And the fact that they're still there, like, what? It's been months?
Months.
Months.
'Cause you gotta feed them, right? You gotta do everything.
$700 a day
Yeah.
per kid. That's what taxpayers are paying for.
It's not just kids though, right? It's adults too.
Adults, but
like
it's-
it's families.
Yeah, I think adults cost more. Yeah, but I just thought that was wild. And you know what really pissed me off? There was this one thing that I saw, and it really made me mad. Because even as I will say, my family and everything, that they grew up like Republican and all that, but the way that people there was this thing on Fox News. This dude said, like it or not, these are not our kids. It's not like he's doing this to people of Idaho or Texas. These are people from another country. Basically justifying what
Wow.
he's doing.
Yeah.
That shit lit me up.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah. They're still humans.
They are.
Yeah,
Like-
that sounds wild.
And
They're not less of a human 'cause they're
he's
not-
specifically talking about the kids.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, these adults on here, like, these people, like, it'd still be fucked up. It's like saying, but hey, you keep on coming over here. You know, like, dude, how many times do we have to tell you to stop sneaking in? Just go through the process. But these are kids that are getting dragged by their parents to come over. And now you're saying, oh, hey, this is not my fucking problem.
Right.
These third world kids. Not even third world.
That's crazy.
It's just people.
That's
Wow, both
fucked
sides are
up.
fucked up, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
that's fucked up.
On a lighter note,
Any-
I don't know.
Oh man. Anything
The
on?
world's crazy, man. The world's crazy.
Anyways, let's go on a lighter topic. How about music of the week, everybody?
Brogan
Sunshines and rainbows.
said he had some shit lined up. Let's see what you got to lace us up with, Brogan.
I don't have nothing to play, but I will say that
Well, yeah, we're not gonna
the,
play it.
the music that I've been listening to this week is Lil Nas X's EP. You laugh, but I have to admit that it's pretty damn good.
What makes it good?
My thing about it is that a lot of people said he could corner this like country trap stuff if he wanted to.
Okay.
There's only two tracks, including Old Town Road. There's both versions on there,
Okay.
and then there's one more song that has kind of a country influence,
Okay.
which they're all cool. The rest of them, he does something different, which is one sounds like a rock song, one sounds like a 90s alternative song.
Okay.
One song sounds real low key. Another one there's one song on there that literally sounds, if you took that song and made Kid Cudi sing it, everybody would think it was a hit. But since it's him, people would think it was trash.
So what's his genre? You'd say.
I think his genre is still going to be the country trap one, because that's the most common theme on this.
On the EP, there was how many tracks that was like that? There's 7 tracks, right?
There is.
I think it was like 7.
There's
Two of them are the
8.
same
There's
song.
8.
There's 8. One is Old Town Road. One is the remix,
Okay.
and then one is called Rodeo with Cardi B. Cardi B is like on it,
Okay.
but it's pretty cool. I like it.
Cardi B is flaming them.
And now,
Nicki is
she
washed.
She losing her.
Oh, she's trash.
She losing her,
Washed.
she losing her ways.
and believe that, so much pain in this sample.
She losing her ways, and all these other female artists are coming.
I
out
guarantee
here.
the songs that I like on here, you guys probably wouldn't like, but there's one that's really catchy, really, really catchy on his next single called Panini. It sounds weird, but it's catchy as hell.
I like Panini, so.
But it's really dope. Another of my favorite song on
That's
there.
a weird word.
Probably
Panini?
my best
sound
one. The one I like the
dirty.
most is called
It definitely sounds like something you eat.
Stupid. Like zebra cake. So it's called Closure.
Give me a little panini.
Closure You Like. You're so
I want
stupid.
to touch your Panini.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he went a little too far.
Yeah. I want that panini toasted.
Oh,
Nice and warm. And crunchy.
that sounds crazy.
That sounds like a disease.
That's some shit you can't come back from.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
bumps
yeah,
all over
probably stupid. Probably. Can we get back on subject, please? Anyways, the song that I probably have in most rotation on here is probably the track number 7. It's called Closure You Like. It's a pretty dope song. It's a real chill song. I like it a lot. But overall, I like how he's not. It seems like he doesn't want to pigeonhole himself in just being a country guy, even though he could take it over if he wanted to. But it seems like he wants to show that he can basically broaden his horizons. Like he's just not like a one-trick pony on that. And to where I like it. I like that he wants to show that he did what he wanted. He did a lot of different genres for each one.
Got you.
What about you? Who's next?
I gotta go ahead and apologize to the people because I said that Rick Ross had an album coming out and he finessed me, man. I thought he had an album that day. He only dropped that one single with Huawei,
What was the song called?
Act a Fool. But damn, my bad. I didn't fact check. So
Alternative facts, bro.
that's my fault.
Alternative.
But it definitely looked like he was about to drop that album that night.
And that song was, I think that song was just a,
It was mediocre.
yeah, and I think it was just to get a little
Yeah,
vibe of
yeah,
what
yeah.
the,
And-
how the streets are talking, but it wasn't good
Which
at all.
makes sense. That's what you usually do. You put out a couple singles
Just
and
to
then
heat up.
yeah.
I didn't listen to it.
It's not.
It's mediocre
Yeah,
at
it's not
best.
that serious.
Rick Ross has a lot better
It
tracks.
kind of reminded me of like those 2 Drake songs that came out. We thought that was gonna be
Money in the Grave, cool. I like that track.
It's cool.
You were just playing that earlier.
I was not playing
Oh.
that one.
You was playing
I was
some
playing
Drake
the other
music.
one. What is it called? The old
I don't know. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I don't know how to say it.
Omega.
Yeah.
Omega?
Do you know the definition of it is?
Yeah, it's like some Italian, like no snitching thing or something.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Drake's a culture vulture. I just play.
So the only music that I really had this week, there's a cool little track that Her has.
Oh yeah,
That's called Racks with YBN Corday. That's a cool little track. Check that out. Then The Game, he has a track out called West Side. The beat is it's real mellow, but he coming at you. So
Is he like it's a fun track or just him?
nah, it's
talking about?
he talking like the old gang.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I would peep that one. I liked it. It was chill.
Trash.
And then one that I like too is Lil Baby and Future because I be on my trap shit sometimes. And Lil Baby, it's called Out the Mud. That one's solid.
God.
That one's solid. I don't really have anything else.
Into Western.
I know DJ Mustard got an album coming up. I'm not gonna give any dates because I don't have
You know
the
what
facts
happens
there.
there.
Yep. I mislead everyone. So
It get pushed back or something.
yep. But he has an album coming. So
That's what's
he
up.
already has a couple singles on it already out. So
All right, fun boy.
I got I don't know. It came out already. Maybe I'm gonna say 2-3 weeks ago, maybe. But it's Jim Jones, El Capo.
Wow, Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
El Capo,
El Capo.
how you EL and then COPO.
CAPO. El
Okay.
Capo. I don't
You
know what
sure
that
that's-
means,
You
but
sure that's how you say
El
that?
Capo. Capo.
I think it's Capo.
Anyways, that album I think is a good album for someone that's been out of it for what we gonna say, 5-10 years.
First off, you a New Yorker.
I don't know about 5.
You a New,
10
you a New
years.
Yorker supporting another New Yorker, so I don't trust shit you have to say.
Man, I'm telling you, this album is
I
actually
like
dope.
Dave East.
My emotion
yeah.
aside,
Jones.
I'm a thug.
It's Dipset. No, but if you listen to it, it's a real New York feel vibe, but it's
Oh,
it
so
has
I'm gonna catch something if I listen to it.
it has
I'm gonna go deaf.
it has a lot of Dave East in there. They've got some with
Oh,
Dave
Dave
East.
East on the track?
Yeah, Dave East on there. Fab, you know Fab.
Oh, I might have to check
Fab
that out.
on there. You know Fab's that guy.
Oh, where his features delayed.
But nah, it's a good album.
I'm gonna have
I
to
think it actually surprised a lot of people. For someone that's been out of it and had issues with
Here's the
label
thing.
and everything
Is
for
he
a long,
actually is he
long
actually
time.
good, or is
He's
it everything,
actually
is
good.
everything else about the album good except
Honestly,
for him, like a
I-
DJ Khaled?
No, honestly, I used to think that in Dipset, I thought that Jewel Santana was probably the best one out of Dipset.
Oh, that's unanimous.
But I think after hearing this, I feel like I should go back and re-listen to a lot.
I was about to say you better not make that proclamation
I listen to a lot of Jim
because
Jones.
little
I
boy,
think-
little
I
boy
think-
Fresh will show up at your door.
I think the only reason I'm gonna check out this album
Uh-huh.
is because Dave East and Fab is on it,
And you from New York?
and I'm gonna keep it a stack.
I-
That
And you from
Do
New
you
York?
listen to Dave East? Honestly,
I do.
I don't know. I like the way he raps and stuff, but what he be talking about, I don't.
I do.
Like I don't like the punch. Like he don't got the punch. Like, you know what I'm saying? That catchy little punchlines.
I don't like how he be mixing like techno in his stuff a lot.
I haven't really noticed that.
I don't know who
Yeah,
this
but
is.
oh, shit.
Man. Anything else? Y'all got anything else? But no, check that out.
Jim Jones ain't been hot since Jay-Z lit up his own beat.
that balling.
That's balling.
Jay-Z fried him on that.
Yeah.
He knocked him
Fried.
back further than Tyra Banks' hairline.
You know when you shoot ill-advised shots from like 40 feet deep, you're like, why you shot that?
Yep.
That's what you just did just now. You shot 40 feet, a 40-footer for no reason.
And guess
With
what?
20 seconds still on a shot clock.
All net, motherfucker.
Anything else, fellas, though?
Nah, man, I'm good.
No.
Yeah, man.
Another success.
Listeners, you gotta follow us on Instagram. That's my slime podcast. Not IG, Twitter at that's my slime pod. Gmail if you wanna send us any merch.
Hey, I'm cool with the merch.
Actually, you know what?
Merch.
Let's do this. If,
Hold on, let me shout it out.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead.
that's my slime podcast at gmail.com. You know, send us the merch, send us whatever. We'll
Questions.
definitely shout you guys out. Questions.
There you go.
Well-
Questions.
Well, questions you could DM us. You know, that'd be a little
Yeah,
quicker.
you
Some people
can-
only use email, so don't be afraid.
Yeah,
to
if you
send
guys
an
want
email.
to send questions or anything, like if you guys have some funny things, like if you need advice on, or you just want to hear our feedback on something.
Oh, you
just
giving advice now?
No, just send some. Like,
Oh, you giving
send
advice
some-
now?
Why not?
Okay.
Some people want an outsider's opinion on
Hey,
things.
Brogan been,
Somebody's
through the
unbiased.
Brogan been through the shits, he said.
I've been
So-
through the shits.
We all
So
been
much
through
shit.
this.
And he was
I
rubbing
rub it
on
all
himself.
over me.
All right, man. That's another episode.
Smells.
Anything?
Nah, man, I'm good. Another
Bud?
success.
You good?
Appreciate y'all for tapping back in.
Smash that motherfucking like button and subscribe. I'm just playing.
And we're out.